Hi, welcome to this ABAP series. In this video, we are going to cover all DDIC objects for interviews. The data dictionary in SAP ABAP is a central repository where we define all data related objects. DDIC ensures data consistency, reusability, and integration between ABAP programs and database. The code used to access DDIC objects is SE11. We are in SE11 screen. We can see we have database table, view, data type, type group, domain, search help, and log objects. And within the data type, we have multiple other options like data elements, structure, database table, type table, view, class, and interface. So let's see what is difference between table and structure. So table contains data which can be multiple lines. Structure do not contain data, however at runtime it has single record. Table contains key field and there is always unique combination of the primary key fields of the table. Structure do not contain key fields. Table have technical setting and delivery classes, whereas structure do not have technical setting and delivery classes. Let's see an example of table and structure. So I am going to open VBAK, which is a table. It is transparent table. Here we have technical setting. We have delivery maintenance tab, fields, input help, object check, currency quantity field, and within delivery maintenance we have a delivery class assigned to the table. But if we try to open any structure, for example KOMV, then here we do not have that technical setting, we do not have delivery class assigned. Here only we have the fields which are component, input help object check, quantity oblique currency field. Next topic is type of database table. There are three type of table: transparent table, pool table, and cluster table. Transparent table has one-to-one relationship between SAP table and database table. However, pooled and cluster table have many to one relation, and multiple SAP table are stored in one DB table, which is pool for pool table and cluster for cluster table. In transparent table, each SAP table is stored independently. For pool table, data is stored row by row. For cluster table, data is stored in compressed form. Then in transparent table, table name, field name, and number of fields are same in database and DDIC. However, in pooled and cluster table, table name, field name are different in database and at table level, DDIC level. Transparent table can be used with both OpenSQL and native SQL. However, for pooled and cluster table, we can use only OpenSQL. Transparent table supports joins, whereas other two do not support joins. Secondary index can be created in case of transparent table, whereas for pooled and cluster table, it cannot be created. Next, we have append and include structure. Append structure can be added at the end, whereas include structure can be inserted at any position. For append structure, we can directly do it in display mode, whereas for include structure, it can be added only in change mode. Additional field cannot be added manually after append structure, whereas additional field can be added manually after include structure. So we are at table in SAP. So here we have the option of append structure. And for include structure, we have here the insert option. and for this we need to be in change mode. Total of 9 include structure can be added in a table or structure. Next topic is technical setting of table. First, data class. Data class specify the type of data to be maintained in the table. The data class defines the physical area of the database in which the table must be created. There are different data classes like APPL0, APPL1. So here we are in VBAK table. If we go to technical setting, in general properties we can see data class, and the options available here are APPL0, which is for master data transparent tables, APPL1 for transaction data transparent table, and these are some other options available. Next setting is size category. The size category defines the size of the extents created for the table. It specifies initial space required for table in database. It is generally between 0 to 9. So here we have size category, and if we do F4 we can see what a size category and how many records it can have. Then we have buffering. We use table buffering to improve performance when accessing the data records contained in the table. The table buffer resides locally on each application server in the system. The data of buffer table can be accessed directly from the buffer of the application server. This avoids the time-consuming process of accessing database. Then type of buffering. There are 3 types of buffering: single record buffering, generic area buffering, and fully buffered. So these are the buffering options available, and these are type. So single record buffering, each table record is buffered individually and loaded into the buffer only when it is accessed. Generic buffering, a group of record is buffered based on a generic key, thus reducing database access for similar queries. Then fully buffered, all record of the table are loaded into the buffer at once and served directly from application server memory. Next is DB specific property, which specify the database specific table storage type. We have column store. Table data is stored in column based format for optimized analytical query. Next is row store. Table data is stored in row based format for efficient transactional processing. And third is undefined. Here no explicit storage type is set. The database determines storage format. So if we go in DB specific property tab, we have the option of storage type as column store, row store, and undefined. So next technical property is delivery class. It is used to control the transport of table data. We have this different option like A, C, and etc. So we are in the VBAK table. If we go to delivery and maintenance tab, in delivery class we have these options. A is for application table, C is for customizing table, and some other options. Mostly when we want to move the table entry using TRs, then we go for C, and if we want the entry to be maintained independently in our other system also like queue system and prod system, then we go for A. Next is data browser oblique table view editing. It specifies whether a table can be maintained or not. It has these 3 options. So Data browser oblique table editing and options are display maintenance allowed with restriction, display maintenance allowed, display maintenance not allowed. So if it is not allowed, then we cannot maintain the entry. If it is allowed, then we can create SM30 view and we can maintain it through table maintenance generator. And if we have display maintenance allowed with restriction, then directly from SM30 we cannot maintain it. But however, there can be some configuration path or some steps, like we create some document, then table entry get added here. Next topic is data element and domain. So data element define semantic or business meaning of the field, whereas domain define technical attribute of the field. Data element has field label or description. Domain has data type and length. In data element, parameter ID are maintained under further classification tab, and in domain, value table are maintained to provide search help on a field, and also conversion routine are maintained here. So in the table, if I open any data element, we can see we have option to give a domain for its type, or we can assign some predefined type. Then in further classification tab, we have the parameter ID, and in field label, we define its label name. Then if we double click on domain, then here we can see it has data type, the technical attributes, a conversion routine is assigned here. And if we go in value range, we can see we have option of fixed value range and we have value table. So for this domain VBELN, we have value table assigned. But if we check some other domain, for example, if I am going to VBTYP, then here we have the values. A means inquiry, B means quotation, and if some requirement comes to add our custom value here, then we can go to and do fixed value append. So by this creating a new append, we can add our custom value here. Next topic is check table and value table. So check table maintained at table level, value table maintained at domain level, which we saw just now in VBLN domain. Then check table checks whether value exists in another table or not. Value table provide default value in F4 help. Then check table search help is displayed from check table on the foreign key field of foreign key table, whereas in value table search help is displayed on each field linked with same domain of the value table. So value table we have already seen at domain level, and if we open the table, then we have input help oblique check. Here a check table is assigned, which is at table level, and they provide search help types, and search help exit. So search help provides all the possible values to the input variable. It is of two types: elementary search help and collective search help. Elementary search help is created using one base table, whereas collective search help is collection of elementary search help. So search help exit, it is function module used to enhance possible search help entries during runtime. They are generally used to restrict standard search help value returned based on user requirement. So at table level, if we open any search help, we can see in the definition there are selection method, text table, Parameters, here we have search help exits where it can be assigned, and also from SE11 we can open search help. So this one is an elementary search help. Here we have the definition, selection method, a search help exit is assigned, and parameters are used. And if we try to open some other search help, so this one is the collective search help. Here we have definition, search help exit, parameters, and we have one more tab which shows included search help, as it is collection of elementary search helps. Next is currency/quantity field. In SAP, the reference table and reference field must be specified for currency and quantity fields. The data type of currency field is CURR and data type for currency key is CUKY. Similarly, for quantity field it is QUAN. And also same table can be used as a reference if it has currency key or quantity unit field. So here we are in VBAK table. There is a separate tab for it, and we can see like net amount has CURR. So from same table we have assigned currency key. And then we have database utility SE14. So SE14 is used to synchronize and convert database table after DDIC changes. So here we are in SE14 T code. We provide our table name or view name also we can give, then enter, and these are the options available here. So whenever key fields are changed, generally we do activate and adjust database by checking the persist data checkbox to retain our entries. Next we have TMG and its events. Table maintenance generator allow to maintain table data using standard SAP screen without custom programming. And there are different TMG events used to control the insult or perform some validation. So these are the TMG event 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like when we are in a table, we can go to utilities, then table maintenance generator, or an alternate option will be SC54 T code. So here we can provide our table or view name. Then we will insert, and similar way we will go to utilities, table maintenance generator. Here we can see there are option of 1 step, 2 step. So for 1 step there is single screen, and for 2 step there are 2 screen. And we have option of environment modification, then events. Here we have event and a routine is assigned to them. So if we do the F4, we can see there are many 39 entries. 1 before saving the data in database, 2 after saving data in database, 5 for creating new entries. And if we click on the editor, it will take us to the include where the logic is written when we encounter these events. So like before save, these performs have some logic. TMG events allow us to create custom logic during table maintenance, and SM30 is the T code to maintain the entries. Next is views and its type. View are virtual table that do not contain data physically. It can display combined data of one or more database table. First, database view. It is used to combine multiple table data. It can be used to extract data in program. Second, projection view. It is used to hide unwanted field from a table. It is created using single table only. Third, help view. It is used in selection method in an elementary search help to provide possible entries from multiple tables. Fourth, maintenance view. It is used to maintain multiple table data using T code SM30. So we are in SM30 T code, and if we click on display, then as we already have the view for this table, so from here we can maintain the entries. Okay, let's see an example of view. So this is a database view. Here we have the field. In table oblique joins condition, we have the table that are used for this view. We have selection condition and maintenance status also for the view. So for this view, we can see it is display maintenance allowed with restriction. And let's see one more example. V underscore T001. So this one is maintenance view. Here also we have table oblique join condition, selection condition, and maintenance status. But in maintenance status, we can see it is display oblique maintenance allowed. So due to this only in SM30, we were able to open and maintain this entry. And here delivery class used is C. So it will ask for TR whenever we will do changes. Next, table type. A table type in SE11 define technical property of an internal table, that is line type, key, access type. It is a global DDIC object that can be reused across program, function module, and classes. So if we open VBAK underscore T, so it is a table type. So in line type, it has VBAK, which means all field of VBAK table. But here we have different options like initialization and access, primary key, secondary key. So mostly internal table property we can control using this. Next is type group. A type group is a global container for data type definition, constant type structure that can be reused across ABAP program. It must be included using type pools. So let's open an example of type group. Yeah, here we have type pool, and it is basically a declaration kind of thing only that can be reused across different programs. Next, lock object. A lock object in SAP ABAP is used to synchronize access to database record. It ensures that only one user oblique program can modify a record at a time, hence preventing inconsistencies. A custom lock object name starts with E followed by table name. Whenever we create a lock object, it generates two function modules. One name starts with NQ, which is request for lock, and other start with TQ, which is used to release the lock. There are different type of locks in SAP ABAP. So write oblique exclusive lock E. The lock data can be accessed by only a single user. All other lock requests for the same data are rejected. Then we have read oblique shared lock S. Multiple user can read the same data at same time. If no user is trying to edit the data, all user can access it concurrently. If someone requests an exclusive lock, it will be rejected until shared locks are released. Next, exclusive but not cumulative X. It can be requested only once by a given transaction. All other lock requests for the same object are rejected. Coming to SE11, if we try to access some lock object, we can see a table is assigned. We have lock mode assigned, which include the option that we have discussed. And if we click on go to, then lock modules, we can see NQ and DQ FMs that are auto-generated. SM12 transaction. It is used to list lock objects, and from here we can delete the lock object also. So here is SM20 code. We enter any of the user ID, then click on enter, and on next screen it will show whatever table or objects are logged from this user ID. Indexes. An index is a database object that can improve the performance of select queries by providing a fast access path to table record instead of in scanning entire table. There are two types of indexes, primary index and secondary index. Primary index is created automatically when table is activated, whereas secondary index is created manually in SE11. Primary index is based on primary key. Secondary index, it is created based on non-key fields. Primary index fields are always unique. Secondary index field can be unique or not unique. So secondary index increases our performance of select query, but it also increases overhead or extra maintenance, which is not there in case of primary key. And for a table, we can add only 9 secondary indexes. Next, we have Hotkey. This is used to select the elementary search help from collective search help. To enter the restriction in dialog box for selecting value directly from entry field. Advantage: if the user often search for values using same search help, then this procedure can save time. Then match code object. Match code object is used to specify DDIC search help to the input fields. This covers our revision of DDIC concept in SAP ABAP. Thanks for watching.